Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Abiola. Thank you so much guys for your time. Thank you so much for your love. God bless you. So in today's tutorial, you will learn how to draft a basic gown with back vents. And trust me, you know when I say trust me, it is very easy and well detailed. So let's start. So the first thing you want to do is to determine your block. And how do you go about that? You need to divide the widest part of your measurement into two, and you add 1 or 2 inches to it. So mine is 42 divided by 2 is 21. So 21 plus 1 will give me 22 inches. So I will just measure the 22 inches for my center front. I'll just mark it all till I get to the end. Then I'll connect with my long ruler. Wow. So the next thing to do is to divide that block into two. Why are we dividing the block into two? If you have been following our tutorial on YouTube, you will know the reason. But the reason why is that we are drafting the front and the back together. So 22 divided by 2 will give me 11 inches. I will mark the 11 inches till I get to the end and then connect with my ruler. Can you see? So I'll just choose one side to be my front and another one to be my back. This is my back and this is the front. So what I want to do is I will measure my chest line. That's half of my armhole, and for me is 9 inches. I'll measure 9 inches for both front and back, and also connect with my ruler. I can just use my long ruler so that I can connect it at once. Can you see? So on the shoulder line here, I want to measure my shoulder. That's 8 inches. I'll repeat the same thing too on the chest line here so as to get a straight line. Can you see? And I'll come in with my ruler and connect. So beautiful. So the next thing is to input our shoulder slant. The front shoulder slant is always longer than the back. The front is 1.5, while the back is 1 inch. Then for the front here, you want to come up by 3 inches. Then at these 3 inches, you go in by 0.75. Can you see? But for the back, you divide from your chest line to your shoulder slant. I have 8 inches. Divided by 2, I have 4 inches. Then from there, you go in by 0.5. Then you connect to the shoulder slant. You do the same thing too to this side. You connect to the shoulder slant. Now I want to draw my armhole, and I would like to input my bust measurement before I draw out the armhole. The bust I'm working with is 38. 38 divided by 4 will give me 9.5. Can you see? So the same thing from the center back, 9.5. So I can now come in with my armhole curve. So simple guys, so simple. And connect. Can you see? The back does not really need too much of a curve. Can you see? So let's talk about the neck width so that we know that we are through with the upper part. The neck width I wanted, the neck width, the neckline depends on the preference, depends on your choice. But as for me, I will just do 5 inches for the 4.5 for the width. Then repeat the same thing too for the back. Then the neck depth, I want to do a V, a deep V, so I'll connect straight to my chest line. Like I said, the neckline, it's on preference. So for the neck width here, for the back here, I'll just do 2 inches, then connect with my curve. Can you see? Then I want to connect my shoulder slant to my neck width. Wow. Can you see? And we are done. Let me just try to highlight this line like this. And we are done for the upper part. So what we want to do is to start imputing our waistline. My waist, the waist I'm working with is 17 inches. I'll mark it all around for both front and back. That's the half length, 17 inches. Then I'll come in with my long ruler and just connect. Can you see? And also for the hip I'm working with is 24 inches. I'll come here and mark. Repeat the same thing too at the back. Can you see? Then the next thing is for me to connect. So, and the rest is my M, the length of the gown. So on the waist now, I want to input my waist circumference. The waist I'm working with is 32. 32 divided by 4 is 8 inches. Then I'm going to add 1 inch for that. This dress is going to have a that. I'll repeat the same thing for the back. But before I repeat the same thing for the back, I want to tighten my back so that I don't have a bulge at the back. So I will just do 0.5. Can you see? And I'll connect to half of my armhole here, which is 4 inches. I'll just connect it like this. Can you see? So from there, I'll start measuring my waist circumference plus 1 inch, that's 9. Then for the hip, 42 divided by 4 is 10.5. The width I'm working with is 10.5. But remember, we added ease when we want to draft this, when we want to determine this shoulder block. So I will just exhaust this, because while sewing, I will still do fitting. So I'll still do fitting. Can you see? Then I'll connect to the waist. I mean from the waist to the chest line. So now let's talk about the darts before we go to the hem. The darts, you need your bust span to determine your darts. The bust span I'm working with is 4 inches. How do I get that? Calculation for bust span is your bust divided by 4 minus 1.5. Mine is 38. Divided by 4 minus 1.5 gives me 8. And because this is on fold, we are drafting on fold, so 8 divided by 4 will give me 4 inches. Then I need to determine my dart starting point and my dart end point. For the front, the dart starting point is 12 inches. And the dart end point is 24. Sorry. And the dart end point is 22. Your dart must not, please take note, your dart must not enter into your hip. It must stop at like 2 inches before the hip. As you can see, just measure my bust span and connect with. So remember, we added 1 inch, that's 0.5, 0.5, like this, and I'll draw out my dart leg. Can you see? So I want to repeat the same thing too to this side. My 4 inches, my 4 inches. Then for the back, that starting point is on the chest line, and the end point is you come up 1 inch from the hip. Come up 1 inch from the hip. Remember I said your dart should not get into your hip. No, it is wrong. So I'll come up by 1 inch. Can you see? So my dart legs here is 0.5, 0.5. Remember we added 1 inch. Can you see? Now connect it straight to my chest line. Wow, it's giving us shape already. Please, we don't want sharp edge here. No sharp edge. You just want to blend and blend. So now let's go to the hem. So for the hem, we want to shape it. Yes, this gown is a pencil gown. We want to shape it. Then the shaping also depends on choice. You can make it really fitted, but please don't make it too fitted so that you don't have difficulty sitting down or walking. So what I will just do, you can do -2 from your hip, you can do -3, it depends, but I will just do -1. -1 is just fine for me. So what I have here is 11 inches. 11 inches -1 will give me 10 inches. So from here, can you see? I'll just measure my 10 inches, or I can make it 1.5. Let me just make it 1.5, so it will be 9.5. It's fine. So from the center back too, I'll repeat the same thing, my 9.5. So what I want to do now is to connect it to my hip. Can you see? And please, you just want to blend. We don't want sharp edge at all. Can you see? Wow. So this is a basic gown. Now let's talk about the vents. Remember I said we are making a gown with back vents. So for the vents at the end here, you can just come up between 6 to 8 inches, or you can make it 10. It depends on how high you want the sleeve. It depends on the amount you want to show, if you really want to show. But for me, 8 inches is just fine. Let the vent come 8 inches. 8 inches is fine for me. So from this 8 inches now, you come in by 0.5. Why? So that our sleeves can sit well. So this 0.5, you want to connect it to your hip. Can you see? And also these are our back tightening. You connect this to your hip. So from this center back now, you want to measure your vents. 1.5 is okay. Between 1.5 to 2 inches is okay for the vents. So I am doing, sorry, let me just reconfirm, 1.5. Now I said between 1.5 to 2 inches, but 1.5 is just fine for me. Then you connect. Can you see? That is our vents. And then guys, that is the end of our drafting. Can you see that it's very easy and well detailed? So what I want to do now is to cut it out and show us how lovely it is. I'll just cut it out now. Let me start from the neckline here. So you can see our beautiful gown. So beautiful. Can you see the back vents? Yeah. So what you want to do is to please always label your pattern. This is the center front so that you don't make mistake. This is the side front. This is the side back, the center back, and this is our vent. This is the hem here. This is the hip. So while transferring to fabric, you want to add all your seam allowances, 0.5 at the shoulder, at the neckline, at the armhole. You add all your seam allowances. So guys, thank you so much for your time. Please, if you have not subscribed, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell so as to get notified anytime we put on new video. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you. I still remain your girl, Abiola. Bye.